Linda. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to make mac and cheese the Italian way. So here I have 3.5 cups of water. I've got my saucepan here. It's already heated to high heat, and we are going to bring that to a boil. This is supposed to be chicken broth, so you can get it out of the can. You can use the cubes or the granules. I like this stuff. Chicken flavor better than bouillon. So I need about a tablespoon of that for this amount, and it will dissolve here as the water comes to a boil and make chicken broth. So the way we do this is we cook our pasta in chicken broth, add a beaten egg and some Parmesan cheese and peas for a complete one pot easy meal. Here I just have a regular egg. I think this is a large egg. You can use an extra large if you have it. And with a fork, I'm going to beat that egg. This will emulsify and thicken the sauce. One thing about Italian food is that it tends to be very simple and very delicious. So here I have my better than bouillon has dissolved into the chicken broth. And we're going to give it just another 30 seconds to come to a boil. So I always add extra seasoning to any of my broths. This is garlic powder, a little garlic powder in there, and this is dehydrated minced onion. And I'm going to add some of that as well. As my cameraman can attest, I can never have too much garlic or onion in any of my food. So now that this has come to a full rolling boil, we're going to add the pasta. Get the littlest pasta that you can find. Stars would be great, alphabet pasta. This is orzo. This is as big as you're gonna want to go. Smaller, the better. And because we are cooking the pasta we're not going to drain it in just this little amount of water, you need to stir it the whole time. This box says that we will be stirring for 9 to 10 minutes. This is another reason to get the teeny tiny alphabet-y or stars pasta in order to have it cook in 5 to 6 minutes instead. But this is all we had at the store. So you can see here that the pasta has absorbed most of the water, but it's not done cooking yet. So I have here some more hot water. We'll add a little bit of water to keep it from sticking and let that pasta keep absorbing water and getting soft and delicious. So this dish ends up a lot like a pasta risotto, and creamy, delicious, and all of the starch from the pasta becomes the sauce. So instead of cooking the pasta in boiling water, draining it, and then putting it into a sauce, the pasta water itself becomes the sauce. So we'll keep stirring for another few minutes. So the reason why you don't just add a precise amount of water at the beginning is that you don't know how much water any particular batch of pasta is going to take to cook thoroughly. It depends on the humidity in your home, how it was processed, where it's been stored, how old it is. So it's easier to go on the low side and then add more water as you need it, instead of having soggy, overcooked pasta. This is getting close. You can see that the color is starting to change. The pieces of pasta are getting plump, but it is still not quite ready, even for a taste test. So, because this is a bigger pasta, it's requiring a bit more water than some of the little pastas require. All right, this is starting to look like it might be done. So I take my spoon here and some pasta. You can taste. That is al dente. So now comes the fun part. You can go ahead and turn that off. I've got my egg here. Give it a quick little stir to make sure it's all broken up, and very quickly pour it into the pasta. This will continue to cook, and even though there's no heat, the residual heat will cook that egg. Make sure you get all that delicious egg. Next, we add, this is a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, just the cheap stuff that comes in the container with the green lid. You can use the good stuff if you want, but my recipes are designed mostly for cheap, quick, easy, few dishes, and so we do that. And finally, I have a whole package, minus what my cameraman ate, of green peas. We put those in there, stir them up. The peas are not traditional to this dish, but I put extra vegetables in everything. They add a little protein, they add some fiber, and they're delicious. So now we don't have any, no heat on this. I'm just gonna cover it and let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Now it's been a couple of minutes. Let's take off the lid, give it a quick stir, and your cheesy one pot Italian pasta with peas is ready to serve. Thanks for joining us. Come back next time for another cooking tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe.